なんだかな今日も一人でお留守番そんでふと思う男の人ってなんでかな。Send your mum and daddy out the room. My name is Mr. Halligan, and welcome to Goblin Cleanup. This game is just released in demo form, and I, for one, can't wait. I couldn't believe this when someone slid this under my door. It seems perfect, right? I mean, considering it's not even early access, it's literally a demo, an alpha demo. So let's check it out. I couldn't wait to do this, hence reusing a thumbnail. That's just where I'm at. Let's go into this with eyes wide open. Okay, cool logo. Now I want to get this right off the bat because I'm not. I hear about what people say, like in the comments on Steam and stuff like that, and I've had people saying these goblins are too moe. They're too much just like green halflings, that sort of thing. And well, you can tell by looking at me. I have my own approach to being a goblin, but I feel like when it's someone's game and artistic direction, the goblins can look however they want. Like, this is obviously someone's vision and someone's artwork. So saying, oh, they should be more like a nasty little creature and less moe. I don't think that's necessarily fair. I mean, obviously, I feel like I'm the harmonious blend of both creature and moe. But that's not for everyone. So I'm just saying, you know, the artist is making the models. They have their vision. You know, maybe just let them keep their vision. Let's see, do we have any customization? No, not yet. Hope we do, though. I hope at least they make one with nice long white hair. Gender? Doesn't matter when you're a goblin. Alright, well. Let's jump into it, shall we? With the entranceway. Okay, it's a very sweet looking setup. I admire the aesthetics. Okay, let's see what we got. Measuring scales, a loaded bar, comfy seating, chaise lounge. Okay, they know they're goblins. They know they're goblins. Good stuff. That's for when the work is done. Alright, well, let's do it to it. Okay. Tools of office. I have my hands, obviously, to be kept busy. I have this thing. The Mana Dragon, which is what I use to recharge and decharge mana objects. So anything with like a purple crystal on it, like this, needs to be charged up. It's not just that I'm cleaning up the dungeon, I'm getting it ready for the next party. It needs to be well lit and ready for our next guests. Oof. Speaking of guests. And here's we get to a bunch of the core mechanics. Here's two things I really like. Okay, so you pick up the remnants of the previous party, and you give it to this mimic here. Keep your distance. The mimic can and will absolutely kill you. And then, here's the fun thing. You will have more mess to clean up. Every time you die, you make more mess. I think this would be a hoot with multiple players, honestly. Okay. A lot of this stuff is just decoration, but it's like good decoration, so that's fine. Here's a thing, a little addition I think is cool. You can throw the meat into the mimic, or you just pick up the mimic. Because, I mean, you got stuff you got to sort out. You got to get all this stuff back into place. So, you can just walk around, carry the mimic. And anytime you find a chunk of meat, instead of having to drag it all the way back, you can bring the, you know, the disposal unit to the meat chunks. Just set it down with X. Now you got these roots here. What we have here is another purple crystal, so you just take away the last of the purple crystal's power, doors open. Nothing to it. Also, I want to say, the mana dragon is stupid cute, honestly. What's that sound? Well, hey. It is a dungeon. You didn't think there wouldn't be traps. Don't get too close to them. Otherwise I'm going to have more to clean up. Can I run carrying the mimic? I can, good. Now there's a second mimic around here, I think. So I'm just going to set this one down for now. You want to make sure you can get behind them easily. You get too close to its front, it'll just eat you. Save my progress at the altar. Awesome. Run through the traps. Okay, a big part of this is just making sure everything goes back where it's meant to. And you can sort of see where everything's meant to go, which is very cool. It's laid out for you. Right. Fortunately, you're pretty strong and have a bit of magic, which is not wholly unfamiliar to me. Just line it up. And away you go. Here's the cool thing. Oop, and there's treasure to collect as well. I'd forgotten about that. It can be a little overwhelming at first. You think, wait, where did I see that? Where does that go? But eventually, I think... I've just replayed the first level a bunch of times, generally. You'll see things like coming to mind, and there's the satisfaction of everything falling in place. Now, here's the thing, I think, whoops, here's the trouble. You want to be careful where you click and drag stuff, because it will lock to anything, even if it's not meant to. So, admittedly, yeah, it's sort of one of those games that, honestly, when I play the full version... I mean, I'm definitely going to buy the full version, I would say. This is a game that I'm going to keep a very close eye on, I think. But, at the same time, I don't know how much of it I'll stream, because it's honestly, it's almost relaxing. It's one of those sort of games. Whoops. Watch where you step. Now, fortunately, this isn't much of an issue when you're doing it, whoops, single player. But, like, if I had, like, a team of goblins around here, I'd have probably, like, stabbed one of them at that point. Which, of course, is the point, but that's the sort of thing you guys are going to have to be careful of. Is there a bench here? I can't remember. No. Sometimes what I end up doing is just gather all the furniture into one spot until I can remember where it actually goes, because I get confused easily. Is there anything up? I forget. Oh, there's a stack of barrels, so that's where that is. Oh boy. I see all sorts of switches on the floor, so... It is handy being this strong, I admit. Careful, your objects can also sometimes activate switches. I'm getting confused here. I'm already doubling back. Oh yeah, bench seats this way. You see, I was trying really hard not to step on that switch, but because I was carrying that bench out in front of me, it happened anyways. Gotta be ready for these things. Now, did we see a chest? There's no second mimic in this room, so there's that. Oh, there's a chest though, that's handy. It's all a matter of you can bring your own playstyle to it. It's like what you think is going to be the thing that's going to distract you the longest. In my case, I don't even think I'm going to worry about the stains of blood until I get all the objects back where they're meant to go. Because until then, I mean, like, any of the traps could kill me, and there's going to be more chunks and more splashes of blood, right? So now they have been devious enough about this that, as far as I can tell, there is indeed furniture on one side of the traps or the other. So you literally have to run through the timed traps with the furniture you're carrying. I can already tell there's something that, stream or not, I could have a blast doing this with friends. Oh, it's a little dark around. Ah, there we go. Look at the mana dragon. So yeah, use the mana dragon, charge up the torch, and that helps you see better as well. There we go. If ever you think an area is looking a little bit dark, that's probably why. Oh boy. I know tripwire when I see it. It doesn't mean I won't not trip it. Ooh. These stacks of barrels everywhere. Some of these objects are sometimes a little hidden for me. Okay, there's nothing going on this side, so I may as well throw it all over, really. Be careful with this, because this is treasure. Once it's on the other side of the rope, then we're in business. Now, I feel like there's probably... Yep, thought so. Again, it's dark, so there's something I can light. That makes sense. I will... As much as it'll make a mess, I'm going to get that meaty chunk... Dang it. That meaty chunk out of here. Ah, dang it. See, there are traps in the dungeon. Now, it's not just that when the traps get activated, they could kill you. It is also that you have to reset the traps, because you're getting ready for the next party here. Can't have the traps not there, after all. Oh, good. Let's get all that meat out of here. I'll clean it up later. And hopefully not contribute to it. Let's see, let's see. Is that meant to be there, or is that just... Okay, no worries. See, it's easy to lose track. I forget where what's meant to go. Oh, there's a place for the stool, right. I feel like those barrels go elsewhere, though. Just a feeling I got. The part time for this level is 25 minutes, which I don't think I can really do. I think that's 25 minutes if you've got a team. I don't know, though. Maybe that's what you're meant to do. So yeah, that giant crossbow nearly hit me, and now I've got to put all the bolts back. There's more than one downside. Hell, there's more than two downsides to activating a trap. Okay, is there another barrel stack around here? I'm not seeing it. I guess that's on the other side. I'm gonna feel silly if it isn't. This is where I think it would be good. Because, like, honestly, I'm... There we go. Okay, there's a chair. That's fine. Wait, why is it red? Is there a red marker there? That's strange. Why is the chair red? What's activating it? I've never encountered that before. That means there's something in the wrong spot, but what's there? There's nothing there. That could be bugged. That could be bad. What does red mean? Yeah, never encountered red. I'll try putting something back, but I don't think it's going to let me. Yeah, that's not good. Well, I don't know what that means, sadly. It generally means there's like something blocking what's actually meant to go there, but I can't see anything, so I can't really fix that. So I'm not getting a good score for this dungeon. This much I know. See, now that is the gold chest. But as we can see, there's a couple of traps set up. And there's more traps in the room I'm trying to get into, so whew, I need to... Can't remember which one of these buttons is one that activates. It's trouble. Okay, so I want to get that gold into the chest without activating any of these spikes that are definitely going to kill me. I guess I can try my 3 pointers and hopefully I don't hit any of the switches, right? Okay. So far, so good. Right. Don't know where that goes. So that has to go into an alcove for now. And yeah, it's depressing that there's some sort of error happening with this chair here. Like, I can't put it back. That's just the facts. Oop, last bit of gold. May as well get that checked off. I want to say, any game that has a treasure mechanic is probably going to win me over relatively well. Whoops. See, you get casual. Can I hit this at the buzzer, or am I going to make a lot of work for myself? Why did I throw it so hard? Why did I throw that one so hard? I didn't throw the other ones like that. Okay, here we go. I don't remember which one's the switch. That one, I think, but... Come on. You know, any game that has a treasure mechanic, because the goblets especially make me think of Wolfenstein, and I love Wolfenstein, so... Yeah, still got it. Okay, don't need any more benches. I think at this stage we're passing stuff from room to room. That red chair really has me worried, though. I haven't seen that before. Hopefully at some stage the devs can explain that some way or another. Now there was room for a second treasure chest, wasn't there? Was it up there? No? Maybe not. Gotta put it all to one side then. Because I still don't remember where this stuff goes. I'm looking for a table. Looking for some sort of situation with this chair. Like, I just don't get this. I'm sorry to keep on coming back to it, but this is a new bug for me. Okay, yeah, moving on. Yeah, that all seems fine. This will all make sense in a bit, I'm sure of it. Oh, I can name it. I'm gonna call you Luna. That works. Ah, I see. There's a spot for a bench there. Okay. Got some more meat collected. Ah, there's where the stack of barrels go as well. Right. Well, I can probably get that done. Don't need me. I just fed you. Okay, so... there's room for a bench. Yeah. Probably a treasure chest, I feel like. I'll just make sure I've... Yep, refilled the golden chests. Yay! I mean, you can't have the people going through the dungeon and not be able to get loot at the end. That's the whole point. It's not just about, you know, serving the Dark Lord. It is also about making sure the adventurers have a good experience. You gotta be careful when you're lining up your physics objects, because they do still have a weight in the world, so they can absolutely block your path. They'll do it. They will 110% block your path. It's a thing. Barrels. Bench, treasure chest. Getting confused again. I know there was a missing table from there, so... yeah! I'll worry about that later. Ah, at least I know where these barrels go. That's easy. Here's the cool thing. If you just put them down, instead of holding them in their return to spot receptacle, the bit that glows blue, you can actually just like drop them here and they figure themselves out. It's pretty cool. So that'll be handy if you're ever in a rush. Now this is the room I believe there's a second mimic in, which will help me with the meat cleanup. Good thing too. I know they're pretty basic, and they've never gotten me. But I'm always nervous about the swinging blades. I feel like that's going to be the time I mess up. Okay. Now, I realize your domestic instinct is to repair this. Do not. This thing is a watching eye that blasts a laser at intruders. It's there for the adventurers, not for the help. As such, yeah. I gotta take the long way around to approach this mimic, otherwise it's gonna think I'm lunch. Once all the chunks are down, I feel like a lot has been taken care of. Good feature. Incidentally, good feature. I do kind of wish the Dark Master could deactivate the traps. Well, I mean, just the basic ones. You know, while I'm trying to serve them, but... you know, I get it. Just a goblin after all. Okay, I can see where another stack of barrels goes. That's good. Ha 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 ha. I gotta have picked up nearly all the meat by this point, right? And not even close. That figures. Did they have to have quite so many swinging balls? I mean, really. Okay. That's that. Okay, now, this is the missing spear from the spear trap. Do not step on it, it hurts. I don't know how that works, but it's smart. It's just one of those things. Okay, where's a good spot for this guy to get set up? I need to be able to get behind him easily. put them here. That's not so bad. Okay, now what can I set up in this room immediately? There's 2 stacks of barrels. That's a big one. Tables, bench seats. All right, okay, barrels. That one I can see for sure. Yep. I didn't mean to throw that. Yeah, see, I see a barrel stack. So that's kind of cool. As far as I can tell, they change where stuff is placed each time. So you kind of got to figure it out. I mean, you know where it goes. But that means you can't... It won't be too routine. There'll still be an aspect of... Alright, guys, we got to figure out where this stuff is. And which traps you need to run through and whatnot. Okay, so what goes up here? A treasure chest? Okay. Certainly not a table. They've really muddled this dungeon up, so... You see, that could have gotten my way. That's bad. There's a lot of tables around here. Whew. I gotta get some of the bigger objects out of the way. They are a menace. Oh, that's not the right sort of chair. Well, then it can get thrown. Throw that more to the middle area. Essentially anything you're not going to need in this exact area, you may as well clean out just... So that's where it is. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to look there. Yeah, this one's really been muddled up. I kind of admire that. A lot of torches to light. Make sure you don't miss them. You don't want to reactivate every single trap in a dungeon, then go back through because you forgot to switch the lights on. Okay, so barrels, stool tables, big table. Okay. That's what needs to go there. Oh! Did you see that? Threw it into place. That is a pro move. That's going to be going in that part, so... There's a bit of a heft to the spears, though. You got to be careful. You can't always get them that far. There are barrels that way, yes. Oh, maybe if I can do... Can I trick shot it again? That'd be awesome. Just, oh. Yeah! Okay, that's awesome. I'm getting good at this. I am best made. Oh, now I gotta go get that one. That sucks. Though I probably should just clean it up when I clean up everything else. Because, I mean, I'm gonna have to come back this way. Just avoiding it. Can you blame me? I don't blame me. Like a regular chair, don't need. Stool do need. Okay, I need 4 of those. 4 of those and 1 table. You see what I mean? How this wouldn't necessarily be like the perfect thing to stream, but it's really entertaining. Like, I can imagine just doing this in my spare time, you know, when I have that. Okay, this place is in dire need of a lot of the furniture. There's a second table. I reckon there is, right? Like at the top of the stairs? Or was that a fancy table? It might have been. Ooh, I wasn't paying attention. I reckon it's a fancy table, hey. Alright, we got a lot of furniture to find, apparently. There's a bench seat though, right? Yeah. Ah, yes. Hello, Rex. Yeah, we're doing a real quick stream because I could not wait on this one, and I found myself in that rare of situations as having a little bit of extra time, and I wanted to play this as soon as possible. Hence, rather cheekily reusing a thumbnail and all of that sort of thing, but I had to get into this as soon as possible. I know there are MAID streamers. I know there are Goblin streamers. I don't know how many Goblin MAID streamers there are. Probably more than I think. But even though I am the smallest of the small time, an absolute minnow, I still count. So, I wanted to see what it was all about and put my 2 cents in. That can go through. That's almost certainly going to be needed through there. Continue the... See, now that's bad. Okay, continue the spear on its journey. I have more to figure out yet. I'm going to send that this way because that area needs quite so many. Now the last thing you're going to want to do is reset the traps, because first of all you can reactivate them. You have to go back and fix them again. But second of all, like, they can still get you. So my recommendation, for what it's worth, will be if you're doing a little checklist of things you got to do, do not make the do not reset the traps first. Man, I didn't really do much with this room either. That's right, I was too busy collecting all the meat. I realize you're probably wondering what that device is. Don't worry, we'll get to that. And I mean, if nothing else, I can offer a goblin's perspective on this sort of work. I find it demeaning and incredibly dangerous. So I love it. What do I need to do here? Well, it's not as though you're cleaning up the dungeon to serve, you know, the Dark Lord. But you also need to make sure that the adventurers can have a good time. Make them not feel like, you know, make them feel like they're the first people to come through this dungeon, not the 31st people to come through this dungeon. As such, you need to make it look relatively tidy. So put all the furniture back where it belongs. Make sure that you clean up the other blood. Wouldn't want to discourage them. Make sure that all the sconces are put back and well lit, using your mana dragon here, who has just got marketable written all over them. Like, I'm convinced if this game succeeds, when this game succeeds, they're going to make a little plushie of this guy. So make sure everything's lit, make sure everything's back where it more or less ought to be, clean up the blood, clean up the chunks of meat, but importantly, you got to reset the traps as well. Got to make sure that, you know, the dungeon is still a dungeon. It should be an adventure, but it shouldn't be easy. Besides, if people stop dying in this place, I'm out of business, and that's no good. Alright, I threw a bunch of furniture this way. That's got to be getting close to ready. Hate swinging traps. It's not even that I'm that bad at them, but they just make me nervous, man. So for example, like, this is a trap you need to reset. Do that last, because it'll get you too. Learned that the hard way. This game is also multiplayer, and I think it'll be very interesting to try that out, see how that goes. I have to go back through my footage and see what went wrong with that chair, though. That is, I've never seen that. Because, like, an object goes red if you've put the wrong object back. But there's nothing around that chair. It's just angry anyways. I don't remember seeing a fancy table. Oh, wait, is that... Is that a next level fancy chair? No way, that makes no sense. There's literally nothing for me to move from that spot, so I remain confused. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff I feel like I haven't found the furniture yet. I guess I'm not looking that hard. Ah, that's where the chest goes. Where was that? Is that the fanciest chair? Maybe. Well, that seems happy enough. Just need a fancy table now. This is your mimic. You gotta be careful with it. Does this one have a name? Oh, this one doesn't have a name. I guess I'll call it, yes. There we go. There's all these spots of furniture, but I'm not sure. You see, you don't want to ever completely relax at any point, because it's like, sort of like, oh, this makes sense, this is fine. Is there a table through here that I'm missing? I don't think there is a... There's like the fancy table, but that's unrelated. The trick is not to panic. And don't block yourself with your own work. Okay, I'm going to put this in the central area, because I'm losing track. Oh, actually, it would have been pretty smart to begin with, eh? Is there a table I need through here? What does this area need? Is this area finished? It's pretty forgiving with the walking through the blood mechanics, so I really appreciate that. I'm sure there's a fancier table. Oh, chest. I'll take that back. You see, at any point, if these traps hit me, I'm just going to make more mess for myself, so I'm really trying not to. Where was that? The other way, right? Yep. I need to run straight into that. Okay, barrel stack. Did I misplace a fancy table? I'm losing my mind here. Okay, the bench, I'm pretty sure. I keep on thinking I see a bench. No, I already took care of that one. Must be down the hallway, right? There we go. Keep track of my thing. Restorable objects left. Okay, 3. So I must be getting close. Oh! Right, yeah, that table looks fancy. You're not wrong. Utterly missed that. Whoop. I see. Alright, we're getting real close now, real close. What have I misplaced? trap doesn't count. That's a trap, not an object. So there's that. So where's this table go? Oh, right. I think I know. It goes through here, I think. Right? Right. I lose track. It feels like a little while since I've been in this room, so. Yeah, that's right. It's the one where the chair doesn't agree. Like, the chair just won't go. We go there instead? Like, nothing will go there anymore. Do I have to what if I just take away everything and then start over? Maybe I can find out what's bugging that chair out. Because that chair is bugged. Like, it's gone red for some reason. And I don't know why. Is it the blood? Is it the blood? Do I have to demonstrate the blood mechanics? That's fine, I'll do that. Alright, this device, which I'm sure you've all been curious about. Speaking of marketable, this is how we clean up. Now, it may seem cruel, but, well, I am working for a villain here. Besides, honestly, they seem to like it. This thing here, it's my slime spike, and it makes my slime mop. They may seem cute, but it's okay, they enjoy it. You can tell, they blush when you do this. See? And then, well, you give them the good life. They get to absorb blood to their heart's content until they eventually shuffle on. Alright, so I clean up the blood. Can I put the chair there? Is that what the issue is? No, that chair is just determined to be pissed. It's just bugged. It's just bugged. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Alright, so I showed you the blood mechanics for no real reason, but that's okay. That's only a bit of cleanup along the way. We're going to be doing a lot of this, believe me. It's very satisfying to clean up. It's got that sort of same thing as Viscera cleanup detail. Where having everything in place by the end of it is satisfying. Ah, you see? He's had too much blood. He's satisfied. He's moved on. Oh, yeah. You can't just chuck him out, though. The only way to get rid of the slime on the end of your slime mop is, Is there a second chair that's, like, upset around here, or... No, there's not. Weird. Yeah, there's an object I won't be able to put back, so I'm not going to get a good score. That's just how it is. It's just... Can't do it. It won't accept this chair, even though it's the right model of chair. You can tell by looking at it. Nothing doing. Yeah, well. That's fine. That's fine. We can move on to other things. In fact, I think we're just about the stage where we should be cleaning up all the blood. With that in mind. Oh yeah, I'll get this thing further on its journey. Because it goes up there. You can't throw it very hard, that's the trouble. Here's the cool thing. Now, the slime generator only comes from one spot, but you may have noticed that the slimes stick together. So when they're like this, you can pick them up as a blob, right? And then you can move them to some place where there's not a slime generator. And that way, the way that works is you get multiple slimes from one bonded slime. Here, I'll show you. And you feed it to the mimic. Right. And so instead of having to go back to the slime generator, this is like 3 slimes. 3 slimes stuck together, so you can just clean it up. So you can grab a pile of slime from a slime generator and take it to a place where there is no slime generator. and combined with being able to move where you clean your slime up, which will also be customizable, which is a cool idea. Ooh, that was a little close. It's like the mechanics can be rough, but they are also fair. Whew. Sometimes it feels a little dicey. Everything in this game is so marketable. That's good. Do I have a jump sound? Yeah, I do. Quite a cute one. Like I said, they're very fair with how, like, the blood gets spread around. Like, if you pick up a chunk of meat and you accidentally, like, drop it or it rolls around, it makes more blood for you. If you die, it makes more blood, but it also... They don't overdo, you know, you walking the blood, spreading it around. They're pretty generous with that. Ah, do I have a mimic in this room? I don't, do I? Rats. No time to sort that out. It's a multi-stage process, you see. Whew. Alright, Luna, you're coming with me. No sense backtracking this much. Make sure you have room to maneuver around your mimic at all times. Yeah, that counts. Then grab more slime and away you go. See? The little blush they do first. It's like this is their honor. I mean, they're serving a goblin maid, which, I mean, that's not a bad way to go for a little slime. Okay, is any blood further into this area? Boy, I hope not. I think I'm nervous because this is the first place I died in the game. I didn't notice the second row of spikes, so there that was. I'll show you one cool thing. If I bug my eyes enough, I get special blood vision. Watch. Huh. Which, unless I missed my guess. Okay, this room is clean. Oops. I didn't realize I'd done such a good job. Oh, wow. In that case, I'm gonna get some big slimes going, so I can... Something you should know in advance. Oops. If you try and join too many slimes together, they just burst apart again. You might see that. So if I was to pick up one slime and put it on top of the other, you'll still see. So that's about as big as a slime should get. But you can move that around. Okay, time to reset the giant crossbow and then not immediately trigger it. That'd be nice. I can't tell you how frustrating it is to reset the giant crossbow and then try and jump over the wire and then trigger it anyways. So you just have to go back and reset it. Whew. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. Because you see, there's no slime generator in this room, so you want to stock up on your slimes. But you can, which is pretty cool. You can't throw the slimes though, so be ready for that. Just have to wiggle them around and drop them where they land. That's quite a lot of slime. We could probably handle some more. Whew. Oops, missed the torch. You don't want to do that. You don't want to backtrack too much once you've reset a bunch of traps. God, I left so much blood in this room. I mean, that makes sense. There we go. That's a bunch of slime now. I'm probably gonna clean this this first room last, because like that's where I'll be like backing out. Which it's the blades, right? The blades. But no, the idea of playing this with multiple people, I think there'd be a lot of disasters, but I think it would be a gas, honestly. I think you'd have a lot of fun doing it. All right, slime time. Oh, this will give me a chance to show you how the blood vision works when you open your eyes wide enough. See? Lets you know where your remaining blood is. Pretty cool. Canonical goblin vision. Whoa, we've got to be close there. Just pray at the altar of myself. Awesome. Doesn't surprise me there's so many bloodstains around this part particularly. That is really satisfying, I can't deny. Whoop, I would have missed that one. Oh, come on. Now I have to double back. Stupid slime. Made me look bad. Come on. Take the slime. Thank you. Nah. I don't want to have to come back into this room, honestly. There we go. Blood vision. Missed the spot. I believe mimics are immune to traps. It would be a soft lock if they weren't. Okay, this room's looking pretty clean. That's good. I have given you a name. You're Yas. Don't be greedy. Alright, so... want to do this in the correct order. That felt awfully close. Felt the breeze of that one. Okay, I don't need to take those slimes with me, so I guess they get to slime another day. That's fine. Again, make sure it's a place I can get behind. But I still have to go back to that room one more time. Because for the attentive, I haven't reset the trap. Yep. I've got 3 mana objects left. Ugh. I'm always going to have 1 restorable object left, and that bothers me. That chair just isn't having it. I don't know why. Hopefully the devs will address that. It's overly hopeful of me, but I hope the devs do check people who are playing their demo. Whoa! Even smaller ones. Even the smallest of small goblins. It seems relevant. This dungeon is clean. Okay, I'm not coming back here, so... Ah, why is he looking right at me? Yeah. None of that. You don't want any of that, trust me. Okay, I think we're on the last little room here. A lot of blood, though. Did I leave some slimes? I didn't. Took them all with me. That's fine. You can actually see their little eyes in the machine. It's pretty cute. Yeah, if you overuse the blood eyes, sometimes I feel like they get a little jammed. They dry out. Yeah, that works. Oh, didn't realize I had one. Neat. Easy boy. There we go. Stab, stab, stab. This is downright relaxing at this point. This is just the order I choose to do things in when it comes to games like this, because until you've sorted out all the traps, until you've navigated all the stuff where you're going back and forth. Time for the blood eyes again, I guess. There we are. Oh, ho, ho, right near the entrance. Whole heap of blood. Will you be the last? Yeah, it looks like. Oh! How'd the blood vision miss that? Now, hear that noise? That is what I consider to be one of the best design elements. That little sound of it sounds like a teacup being settled back into its saucer. Very satisfying, lets you know you've completed part of the checklist. Okay, let's see. Got stuff reset. I'll just put this back for the adventurers. Too easy. There's apparently a mana object I've missed. It's a shame. Oh well. This was always going to be an incomplete run because of... Did I miss something up front? No. Well, I'm not going back in there. I'm done for the day. Except not, obviously. Yep. I didn't get everything done, that's fine. Well, of course I did it in a chill way, but I didn't die at all, which is, you know, it's pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you another level. I'm going to show you, honestly, the best level in this game so far is the Botanical. It's awesome, and if, you know, people want me to play more of the demo, I will. But I'm going to get onto the Great Room. Now, the Great Room is meant to be hard, but I have criticisms of it, and I feel they're legitimate. Okay, doesn't look AI generated. Look, any devs, if you're listening, literally any art is better than AI generated art. It puts a bad taste in people's mouth. I don't care where you sample it from. I don't care what goes in the pictures. If you just take some happy snaps and then put them through a filter, people will like that more than AI generated art. I don't think that is AI generated art. This is just a message for other devs. There was a demo I was gonna play, and like I'm sure it doesn't matter to them like what I think. But there was a demo I was going to play, and it was so full of AI art. I didn't refund it or anything like that, but it means I'm not going to play it. Anything is better. That's all I'm saying. Even if it's a tiny aspect of your game, don't do it. Alright. Oh, hey! I never noticed this before. Man. Thighs to the sky, my god. That's how high my jump is? Good gravy. Jump clear out of the mirror. It makes sense, because if it's multiplayer... I see, we're still working on the motion a little bit. Of course there's an outward model as well. That makes sense. Because, I mean, there's already a multiplayer capability. So, hey. Alright. Got a mana object to fix up there. Now, before anything else, I still want to say I intend to buy this game. I'm now dealing with the Dragon's Lair. I think there's enough fun to be had, whether I play it on a stream again or not. I'm hyped for it. Oh, platform assembled. Wait. Interesting. Okay, chat. We need to talk about this a second. Literally, when I was playing the game last night, this was a moving platform. It was not a bridge that folded itself out. They seem to have patched it. There was a moving platform that I had to ride. And... well, maybe we'll see later if they've still got other moving platforms, but that's... I thought this didn't look familiar. Okay, so... that's one grievance that I was going to have that they've now addressed, so... yeah! Okay, I don't know when they did that. That's... pretty cool. Yeah, no, I dig that. Okay. I can see my second grievance is still alive and well, though. Okay, so here's the issue. Whoopsie daisy. Don't get too close to the mimic. You can see here, this is the reach of the fire. These are fire-breathing statues. They're mana objects. So when I'm done with the dungeon, I'll have to reactivate these things. There's currently one that's already activated and is impeding my progress. Now you'd think that the bits that are smoking and the bits that are charred is the range of the fire. It's not. The range of the fire is huge. So I don't know how many attempts this is going to take me. But essentially I need to get close enough to it and then mana drain it before it kills me. But every time I inch closer, there's a good chance I'm actually within its range. It's going to kill me anyways. It's a little indistinct. And I don't run that fast. Okay, that is... It's moving a little slower than it did last time. That's interesting. Drain it, drain it, drain it, drain it, drain it, drain it, drain it. Okay, so I think they fixed that too. This thing used to move quicker. Well, shit. Within the space of hours, that's 2 for 2 fixes that I was going to complain about, so... Okay. Let's see what we can do with this level, then. Because... a few hours ago, those flame turrets moved quicker, and a few hours ago, I got given a moving platform instead of a bridge. Which had issues. But... there we go. If nothing else, it looks like the devs are pretty attentive. Can't fault that. That's pretty amazing. Here you go. You got a name? You don't got a name. I'll just call you Yes again. Okay, so that's interesting. These devs are pretty attentive. Pretty damn attentive. That's really something. Yeah. Because, I mean, those are two things I think were very legitimate points. The moving platform that was there in place of the bridge when I was playing this last time, it had, like, treadmill physics. So, like, it moved, but, like, you slid off it unless you jogged forward. Which is something that's always terrible in games. Just straight up. It's not good. But now it's taken out. Well, I'm sure I'll explore this level and see what else there is to talk about. Because, I mean, this level is huge, I can tell just by looking, so... probably better not play the entire thing. This is just me checking things out. I could have sworn there was a place for a barrel around here somewhere. Ah, yeah. I don't know where this bench goes. Yep, reactivate the sconce. Up the barrel. Yes, this one is multi-leveled. Phew, I thought I wasn't going to take it. Oh, right, that's where the bench seat goes. Dang. Alright, so you can see there's a lot of stuff where it's like, well, there's no place for it. Another barrel. I don't know where that's meant to go. I want to say the sound work is pretty solid here. Yeah. Don't know where the barrel goes. Okay, maybe it goes down. No harm in finding out, basically. Alright, so, it's multi-leveled. Multi-leveled. May as well save here. Gotta take a little drop down. So, at some stage you'll be moving stuff back and forth. Like, I don't know if you're throwing it up or if you have to ride the platforms or carrying the furniture, but you can see there's already stuff down here that's meant to be up there, and vice versa. Come on. There we go. No traps, good. Like, this bench is meant to go up there, but like... Okay. I see another one of those symbols that wasn't there yesterday. How did they get that done so fast? Oh, that is... Okay, look, guys. I can't stress this enough. Last time I played this game, which was only hours ago, this was a series of jumps I had to make with ice physics. I'm not even kidding. I had to like jump all of it, and I kept falling to my death, which, I mean, makes no mess. But it killed the momentum. Killed it. And now it's just making a nice rock bridge for me to run across. Oh, that is awesome. That is way cool. I mean, I still... Oh, key? Alright. Still don't know where everything's meant to go, but... Whoa, okay. I can tell where something isn't meant to go. I guess I'll reactivate those later. And I'm already losing track of where the furniture's gonna go. I'm super confused. Guess there's a sconce here, but... Oh, I see. That's fine. Like, I'm losing track. I guess there's a stool there. That's fine. But I'm getting super confused amongst all this furniture. Like, I haven't seen a chest in a bit, right? Dude, with the rock bridges. That is nice. Has it led me back to... It has! Oh, it's circular now. Although I don't remember where this chest goes. Does it go down? I feel like it goes down. There's a space for it down. Like there was just spot for a chest here, right? Yeah. Okay, like this level is getting pretty cool. I'm gonna see how... Oh. Oh. I didn't have to do that. It's worth exploring more. I hope I haven't loused myself up here. Now I bet this is a trap, right? Ha! Knew it. Right, so we got these bridges that form instead. This was originally just like a void of bricks. I guess I may as well explore. I am super lost though. What? That's a dragon egg. Do I have to, like, put it back in a dragon nest? I don't know where this goes. Oh. Oh. Now this could be bad. We still have raising and lowering platforms. Let's see how that works out for us, Cotton. Alright. Raising and lowering platforms. What do you got for me? Oh, feels a little weird. Feels a little weird. Okay. I was going to keep on following paths until... Right? Oh, am I back at the start? I bet I am, eh? I mean, that's fine. I didn't mean to throw it. I did not mean to throw it. No idea what I'm doing. Maybe it's a collectible? I guess I can check the tab here. Refill goblin chests. It's only one piece of treasure. 3 traps. 71 bloodstains. 22 organic remains. 35 restorable objects. Okay, jeez. I mean, they've made this level workable. Ah, you see this? Is this some of the old stuff? And you can see there's the treasure I need to get to. It's very hard to explain. The physics are a little grippier than they were last time. That's good, but... Why? Okay. It's very hard to convey just visually. I promise you, this is like jumping on giant ice cubes. Yeah. And there we have it. Well, I think we had a good little test. This game has already gotten better since when I first started playing it. I'm impressed. I was gonna play this and point out the legitimate grievances I had, but now it's gotten down to a legitimate skill issue. So, yeah, no, keeping my eyes on this one. Good work, devs. Thank you for already fixing the things that are wrong with it. Looking forward to doing some of this multiplayer. Definitely one to watch. And thank you for joining me for this very short, impromptu episode. Yeah, this is on the wish list. Excited to see where it goes. Think it's going to be a lot of fun. And to anyone who's interested in this game, don't bother the art director on this too much. You know, they have a vision for how they see goblins. And, you know, everyone's got a different vision. I mean, I like the sort of goblin I am, obviously. And I would like to see a form of goblin in terms of ear length or hair length that I feel represents me. But I think the artist should be allowed to do whatever they want, okay? I think that's fair. It's obviously a passion project. It's another one of those relaxing, clean 'em up games, but with a twist. And I for one, am really enjoying it. So, thank you very much for joining me. It was a bit of an intimate situation, a little unexpected, but I had a lot of fun. And this is one that I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. Devs, no real notes. I'm looking forward to what the customization options are. And until next time. Alone from night to night, you find me.